Every history book tells you the same story. One day, a clever ape picked up a burning stick and civilization began. We mastered fire. We conquered nature. We won. But what if that's completely backwards? What if fire didn't serve us? What if fire built us? What if, without a campfire, you wouldn't just be less intelligent, you literally wouldn't exist? The human body is, biologically speaking, a disaster. Compared to our primate cousins, we are weak, slow, nearly hairless, and we give birth to babies so underdeveloped they can't walk for a year. A newborn chimpanzee is more physically capable than a human infant. Our brains are enormous, about 3 times larger than you'd expect for a mammal our size. And that sounds great until you realize the cost. The brain is the most metabolically expensive organ in existence. Yours consumes roughly 20% of your entire caloric intake. Just to think. Just to exist. That's an insane biological investment. So where does the energy come from? And here's where almost every history book goes silent. In 1999, a Harvard primatologist named Richard Wrangham proposed something that changed how we understand human evolution. He called it the cooking hypothesis. The idea is simple and devastating. Cooking didn't just feed the human brain. Cooking created it. Here's the biology. Raw food is hard to digest. Your gut has to work enormously hard to extract calories from it. If you've ever watched a gorilla, notice how large their stomachs are. They need massive digestive systems to process raw plants all day. But fire changes food at a molecular level. It breaks down proteins. It unlocks calories that would otherwise pass straight through you. Cooked food delivers more energy, faster, with less digestive effort. What happened next in human evolution is not a coincidence. Our guts shrank, our intestines got shorter, our jaws got smaller, our teeth got weaker, and our brains exploded in size. The energy that used to go to digestion got redirected straight to the most expensive organ we had. Fire didn't just warm us, fire funded our intelligence. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. The fossil record shows that Homo sapiens us emerged around 300,000 years ago. But the brain expansion in our lineage started much earlier. Between 1.5 and 2 million years ago, with Homo erectus, skull sizes begin increasing dramatically. And the archaeological evidence for controlled fire? Also approximately 1.5 to 2 million years ago. This is not a coincidence scientists can ignore. Wrangham argues that our ancestors didn't start cooking after their brains grew. Their brains grew because they started cooking. The fire came first. The brain followed. We didn't invent fire as intelligent beings. We became intelligent beings because of fire. But this goes further than brain size. Cooking changed our social structure. Around a fire, you have to stay in one place. You have to wait. You share food. You talk. Anthropologists believe the campfire may be the original social technology, the first place where stories were told, where group identity formed, where the dead were mourned. Language, culture, religion, memory, all of it may trace back to a group of hominins sitting around a flame waiting for meat to cook. Fire didn't just build the brain, it built the society that the brain would eventually run. But here's the other side of that story. Fire also made us dependent. A raw food diet can no longer sustain the human brain. Our digestive systems have shrunk too much. Our jaws are too weak. We literally cannot survive as the animal we used to be. We didn't tame fire. We became addicted to it. Every modern human on Earth is biologically locked into a relationship with heat and cooking that started 2 million years ago and cannot be undone. So the next time someone calls humans the masters of nature, remember this. The most transformative force in human evolution wasn't our intelligence, our tools, or our will to survive. It was a chemical reaction. Oxidation, heat, flame. Something that existed for billions of years before we did, that we stumbled into and that reshaped our biology so completely that we can no longer exist without it. We didn't discover fire. Fire discovered us. And it turned a medium-sized primate with a forgettable gut and an average brain into something that would eventually split the atom, walk on the moon, and ask questions about its own existence. Not because we were special, but because we sat close enough to the flame.